Let's get to the November chain store sales, which include the all-important Black Friday numbers. Stacey Widlitz is president of SW Retail Advisors and a CNBC contributor, he said, as he got out of her shot. Good to see you, Stacey. Good morning.
Good morning.
Overall, more winners than losers, yeah?
There were today. There were a lot of winners, but Black Friday doesn't save everybody. The winners that we've been seeing all year won today, and the losers, Gap, Kohl's, JCPenney, are still lagging behind. What retailers are really doing is they're creating a new margin structure. They're promoting so heavily here that everyone's forced to compete and really just hurting all of the retailers' profitability.
Yeah, and then as Gap said today, they expect December to be just as competitive and just as promotional.
Absolutely. So you're seeing tremendous promotions out there, and as the weather has been really warm so far until today, of course, promotions, especially in outdoor apparel, are going to be very aggressive.
So is it a natural that apparel loses, specialties lose, department stores gain, discounters gain? Is it that easy?
Well, I don't know if it's that easy. So, for example, you take Target and Walmart. Target reported today they were a little light here. Walmart has been doing everyday low pricing. They were tremendous on Black Friday, huge promotions, incredible traffic here, and now they're doing layaway. So maybe they're stealing some share from Target here. So there's definitely some market share stories, but yes, I think apparel will be one of the laggards here.
How about inventory levels at this point? I mean, Lululemon obviously getting crushed today on some higher inventory numbers than people are used to.
Right. So certainly in the teen space, there's some high inventory numbers out there, and I would expect in apparel in general, we'll see some inflated numbers. But I think, look at Lulu, that's such a momentum stock here. So anything light of expectations just sent the stock tumbling, similar to Abercrombie.
So margins, I'm guessing there's no question about compression being the story for Q4?
Absolutely. I mean, we heard from Aeropostale and American Eagle and Limited today all talking about margin compressions. Aeropostale was talking about 800 basis points. You've got higher input costs, you've got higher promotions this year, and again, you've got the warm weather, which has not helped us start clearing those inventories. So it's a triple whammy, I think.
Overall, though, I mean, we saw consumer confidence numbers good. Overall, retail sales economic data has been good. How is the consumer doing it, in your view?
Well, I think the consumer is still struggling. We're still seeing the high end, low end, where the high end's outperforming. That hasn't really changed. Let's see what happens with the job numbers. Certainly, confidence has bounced back somewhat. The consumer is still out there, and they're spending, but they're looking for the bigger, better deal. So those who promote and have the right products will be the winners.
And then finally, the Tiffany guidance that we got a couple days ago sort of made people worry about the high end. Are you worried?
I'm not as worried about the high end. I mean, you still see strong numbers. They're just not as strong as they'd been. And certainly the China PMI numbers give us concern, as a lot of the luxury players are really banking on the international expansion, especially in Asia, to save them if the U.S. slows down.
Yeah.
But certainly Tiffany talked about the East Coast slowing down a little bit. So yes, those are definitely signals that you want to watch out for.
Okay, good stuff, Stacey. A lot going on today. Stacey Widlitz joining us from SW Advisors.